Alright, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Where's my camera? Hello? Camera? You unplugged? Huh? I don't know why it's not working. It's like picking up the camera, so it thinks it's plugged in. I'll just unplug it. See if that fixes it. Now it's not registering it. Also, Flowers and a Dragon Queen, thank for the resubs for 16 and 8 months. It is greatly appreciated as I try to fix my camera issue.
Hey Hap,
Texture.
hope your day is going well, smile.
They didn't just unplug something important. Bang! Took me longer than I should have to be able to fix the camera. Malady. I think for 6 months. Tuna time. Tuna time. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. I had a good weekend. Ugh. Hope you guys have been good. We are going to actually start from the top today because I said I was gonna continue yesterday's run, but since I didn't stream, or I'm sorry, the day before that's run, but since I didn't stream yesterday, I am just gonna start from the top. I need to remember. That said, I guess I have not done connections yet. Well, let's run some ads. Yeah, I hope your guys' Mondays are going fine so far. We are just going to be gaming today. Is that infrared? Yeah, okay. Air conditioning, bin, microwave, stingray, x-ray, radio, ultraviolet, toaster, cup holder, marigold, carry-on, metal detector, rice cooker, shifter, blender. Are we like... I want to guess this, but I have a feeling like this is just wrong because it's bait. Yeah. Oh wait, why did I click air conditioning? I didn't get 3 of a kind though. Microwave would be the last one. But I didn't get 3 of a kind, so it doesn't matter. And then you have like airport stuff. Stingray. Upholder. Toaster, rice cooker, microwave, blender. Appliances. Carry-on, metal detector, x-ray. I think they use infrared. I don't know what a shifter is. A bin, maybe. Yeah. Bin. I just have no idea for these last 2. Like infrared ray, radio waves, ultraviolet rays, and then you have stingray, but I don't think cup holder, air conditioner, shifter, or marigold. I think stingray, but kind of dumb. I'm gonna guess it's like car stuff, so it's probably just like shifter. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what a shifter is. But it's like air conditioner, cup holder, radio. And then none of these made sense in a car. Ending in colors. Oh, another bullshit one. Whatever. That's a purple. I would never guess. Okay. For a gear shift. I mean, that's kind of what I figured. Don't know. All right. God, I'm like half focused, half unfocused. My brain. Surely if we just start doing runs, that'll fix itself. Surely. Go for the good luck. Animation. Surely it doesn't take us like 40 minutes to go to gold quality parsnip again. I mean, I'm sure it's hard just because of like safety concerns. Regulations. Guardian, thank you for the tier 1. Hope your day is going well. I do appreciate the sub. Hopefully we can get a gold quality parsnip here soon. I really need a run to start so I could actually, like, you know, lock in instead of just, like... mindlessly playing. A lot of coal. Normally I'm happy if I get 1 coal, but I got 4. Okay. Interesting. Not really. Just so happens when the coal pattern lines up with a rock, it lines up with a lot of them. On certain instances like this. Couldn't he even, like, give me a little glimmer of hope when my inventory was completely full and say, your inventory is too full to pick this up? And then I have to drop something all excited, and then it gives me a silver quality. Like, at least crush my hopes and dreams. Game. Like, it's just disappointing when your inventory is full and you don't even get the notification that there's a quality crop that you can't pick up. Gosh, have some class game. More fun that way. Not again. My inventory was filled. Didn't even tease me a bit. God, my two least favorite things were Smurf and we have the Princess Leia haircut. I mean, I kind of lied. I don't really hate Smurfs, so. It really matters. I am resetting for a gold parsnip. It's not something I can just spawn in. unfortunately. Otherwise, I would just spawn it in. What are the odds of 1 in 7? Oh. I forgot a patch. Jeez. This is not actually the gold parsnip item I need. It's the gold parsnip to be harvested on one of these specific tiles because it indicates RNG. So just spawning one in doesn't do what I need it to do. That was spot 11, right? It is not for enchants. Enchants are through secret notes. Spot 11. By top or bottom? Basically, it allows me to correlate RNG. So it's like the main example is the RNG that is used to determine about whether or not you get a gold quality crop from a specific tile is the same RNG that determines when skill books show up in the traveling cart. And then the rest of it is constants. So if I can figure out what that RNG is, I can figure out when books show up in the traveling cart. And since parsnips are tiled based, I can tell you what the RNG is based off of what tile I harvest the crop on, which is the important part. And then the 15 spots that I specifically have the stuff planted on are 5 different instances of RNG that give me the book results I want. So that was spot 11. So I know I have a book. I have a books check on spring 7th year 1 if I really want to check it, but it's not worth it. I guess it's actually okay to check it. I do not need to go to you. I don't know why I keep doing that. But I have, man, I just lost a leak because I decided to go into Robin's. Which books I want. Combat and fishing specifically. I can't tell you what books show up yet. I actually have to see the books to be able to tell you what books will show up. But I can tell you the dates that they show up on. Like, if I went to the traveling card on the 7th, a book will be at the bottom of the card. Or, like, in the shop. I don't know which one, but there will be a book. It's the same thing with year 2. There's a book on fall 19th, year 2. Winter 12th, year 2. There's a book on the 7th of year 3. And then, or the spring 7th of year 3 and spring 28th of year 3. And I can just straight up tell you that based off of parsnips. There's other things that correlate to other things. Like, depending on what day it rains in summer, I can tell you when infested floors show up on what floors of Skull Caverns. Depending on what order you get the secret notes in, I can... I almost went to bed there. I can tell you... I should have just done this tomorrow because there's no reason to not, or there's no reason to do it today. It would have been a little bit of a slower restart, but now I wouldn't have to walk down here. There's no point in me checking this card anyways. It's not a huge deal. I just know I go out my way for it. Yeah. Summer rain to infested floors, secret notes to enchants at the forge. Yada yada yada. It just depends on what RNG is used and how you can correlate it and figure out how to correlate it. I'm not allowed to use predictors in the middle of actual runs, so basically I'm using a shit ton of spreadsheets that allow me to correlate stuff. Which don't do any calculation. I have to manually search through these, basically, infographics. It's not very hard, though. Once you get used to it. Otherwise, I would know if a run is possible literally within the first 30 seconds of the run by just putting the seed into the predictor. Which is, you know, basically a seeded run at that point. Fish farm, artisan, quality. No potato, green bean, cauliflower, kale. Green cauliflower, kale. In a non-practice run, this run would have been dead on the spot. I got Fish Farm Bundle. I specifically need Garden Bundle for any of these runs to continue. But because it's practice, I can just spawn in the items when needed. So. That's a huge deal. I did not get a lovely pull yet. Relearning the route. The run is 16 hours long. And I haven't done the run in 6-7 months. Kinda a lot. Also, slight route changes. Reese, thank you for the Prime for 11 months. Also, the other big reason is that it's extremely rare to actually get a run that is good. And when I say good, I mean like, so there's a 1 in 7 chance of getting the gold quality parsnip. Then I also, on top of that, have to get the garden bundle, which is a 1 in 3. So just getting outside of the first 10 minutes is a 1 in 21 chance. And then on top of that, if I don't specifically get both the combat and fishing book from the traveling cart to buy for the skills or the skill books, the run is dead anyways. So on average, it generally takes me around 2 to 3 weeks to even get a run to Ginger Island. And that's streaming like 6 days a week, like 4 hours a day of just runs. 2 weeks to get a run that reaches those parameters. So if it takes me 2 weeks to get a run past like basically the 3 to 4 hour mark, because that's how long it would take to get to books after you get past the 21, the 1 in 21 chance. I then also still have to play the rest of the run well, because it's not like I didn't play well during my PB at just under 16 hours. Like I had runs that had all those parameters, but I just played bad or made a mistake and it killed the run. Sometimes it's RNG after the fact. Monster eradication goals don't always go as well as you would like. I also didn't check the daily luck today, so hopefully it's not that bad. Doesn't feel that bad, but... yeah. Yeah, prismatic shard's the other thing. That's sad. Like, it only should die to prismatic shards if I, like, severely low roll. Because with the amount of ore that I break, on average, I should see around 4 to 5 prismatic shards. It's just when I don't see 4 to 5 prismatic shards, it's a fucking low roll. And it kills the run as well. Which is not very fun, but it is what it is. No, not for this. It works differently at 1.6. At 1.6, it doesn't translate between days. I believe that holds true even with Legacy RNG. So a lot of the use comes from the fact that it doesn't come from the first 30 floors. It comes from, I'm sorry, the first 30 floors. It actually comes from the ice floors because of how much more difficult it is to break the rocks. And since I generally do the ice floors on a different day, I would have to figure it out on the ice floors day, which like you can do, but it's just not as beneficial. You get a much higher cap anyways if you just purely YOLO ladders instead of having to take the quick break. The only other part is that it generally saves energy, but energy is not a concern in perfection because I literally have 40 parsnips going into day 1, where CC I only have 15. So it's a little different. I lost my meds. I don't think that's something you should be happy about. Early Ruby, cute. I'm just gonna drop that and that. I just value the food more, don't I? Well, I probably shouldn't, but not like food is like a huge issue, but it's not like the earth crystal sold for more than 50, you know. I think we're gonna get magnet ring on the 20 chest, so if possible I should try to check out the middle here. Yeah, okay. No point of going to the middle, the club spot isn't there. There's a club spot on the very left middle spot. Lowering. Oh boy. Run just has no goodies, does it? Well, hopefully we get a boss slime or 2 on 41 and get a magnet ring and an actual weapon. Instead of this. Instead of the sword. Whether it's a dagger or a club, I don't really care. Just something that is not a sword, please. Actually, I mean, I would take forest sword just because it's usable, but... really just going through the motions to get muscle memory back, so I don't really have to think. Speaking of forest sword. I knew that there was a forest sword on this floor. I just always forget the tile. This is fine now. Forest sword at least allows me to kill dust sprites without having to worry. The main upside to forest sword. Not even that slow of a pace. 30 by 7. Could be worse. Like hour and a half slower than what CC times look for. We'll probably use the leeks tomorrow. Just eat the parsnips now. Copper's doing okay. I should check to see if those gray rocks are one hits. They are. Oh, cute. Ever dream about Stardew? I just don't remember my dream, so I couldn't tell you. I would say yes, but it's just like I couldn't actually tell you. I'm not an imaginative person in like the actual reality of things. I'm the type of person to, when I close my eyes and try to picture something, I don't see anything. It's just black. I can't see color when I close my eyes. I don't see color, I don't see outline, I don't see anything. I know what you're talking about. I know, and I can think of the object, but I can't see it. Dreaming about work sucks. No. I don't really say it's work, but I really shouldn't be skipping this many batwings, should I? That's an awful mistype. Yeah, that's why I made the comment. That's an awful mistype. Can I get some copper or some iron, because like I have a lot of energy left over, so I don't really want to pass out, so I just want to, like, you know, use that energy on some iron here, but kind of hard to do that when literally took me like 6 resets to see 1 piece of iron. Pixie Pixie, thank you for the 15 months of tier 1. It's greatly appreciated. I hope your day is going well. Alright, so we need 120 iron, 145. Yeah, 145 copper. We need a jade, and then we need quite a bit more money. Money day 1 was not very good. I mean, I guess I have a ruby, but... yeah. They get the 45, but... it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Or she would slow me. I love not having a magnet ring. It makes the game so much more enjoyable. Having to get so close to the item to actually pick it up. God, the base magnetism in this game is so awful. I hope CA like doubles if not triples it for fucking Haunted Chocolatier. Like it's so awful. He won't change it for Stardew. Well, I mean, maybe he will. If he changes it for Haunted Chocolatier, and then when 1.7 comes out after Haunted Chocolatier, and he sees how much people actually like the increased base magnetism, he might change it, but I don't think he would change it unless if it like received crazy praise from Haunted Chocolatier. Yeah, like legit, I need the monster book to even have enough money here. Like our money is so shot this run. It's actually kind of crazy how bad the money is. Actually, if he increased the base magnetism, each subsequent magnet ring you put on would be even better than what they are now. Mathematically. Because it's a radius thing. Each subsequent magnet ring that you're currently using is much greater pulling range because it's a radius. You get more area of effect per ring that you have on. Yeah, I have way more. Then why don't you value food magnetism at all? I have no idea what you mean by food magnetism. Oh, you mean the ones from food? Because the other buffs applied to food magnetism sucks ass. You have what? Crispy Bass, which just gives the magnetism in and of itself, and then you have Miner's Treat, which is mining, which is arguably the worst food buff in the game. There's also a limit to like how much magnetism you realistically need, as well as the fact that there is something called ring swapping in the game. So if you were to be playing completely optimal, you would have essentially 4 rings on you at all times. One set that is just iridium band plus, or two of them are just iridium bands plus what are they called? Glowstone rings. So if you have 2 of those and you put them together, that would be 4 magnetic rings, which is what you would want. Which basically just tracks the entire screen to you. And then your actual combat in use rings, like Burglar's Ring, Savage Ring, Napalm Ring, what you name it. So when you're trying to pick stuff up, you would put on the double or the quadruple iridium band or quadruple magnetic band rings. When you're killing enemies, you would have the actual good rings on. Ring swapping is slow for RTA, which is why I don't care about it, but... Or why I don't ring swap RTA, but if you were playing optimally, you would always be carrying 4 things on you. And that is actually tech. I'm pretty sure for the person who did the most amount of iridium ore in a single run, which I think was like close to like 7,000-8,000 iridium ore in a single Skull Cavern dive. They use Crispy Bass. They would, whenever they would blow up the floor of iridium, they would eat a Crispy Bass to attract everything with quad magnet rings on, and then immediately eat a magic rock candy afterwards. But the main reason is luck is just so much more important than any magnetism. Luck. Yeah, you could say 6 rings. I mean, you can just keep going, right? And just have rings for every single situation. Like, yeah. Yeah, 100%. You can just keep going like that. I'm just going until I get a jade, and then I'll just spawn in the money if I need, but I need a jade. Being hot pot literally only gives the extra energy space, right? You know, I literally just called mining the worst buff in the game, but I'm pretty sure bonus max energy is actually the worst buff in the game, because it theoretically does nothing. You do not care about max energy. It's a wasted stat. Also, Danny and Mad Donde, thank you for the resubs for 16 and 15 months. This is really appreciative. Your days are going well. I love not getting a jade. The only thing I need. Really check jade crates. Crispy Bass has the magnetism a part of it, which is the part that matters. I don't care about it. I didn't know if it had another buff on it. The Crispy Bass magnetism is what we're talking about. The actual extra energy is like the worst buff in the game. Like if you're eating the food because you want the extra max energy, you're actually just trolling. Like if you're eating it for food just to have food, sure. Like I'm pretty sure being hot pot is actually very cost efficient compared to some of the other options. But the actual buffs you get from it are absolute garbage. I mean, like Crispy Bass has like I literally gave the one niche use of Crispy Bass, which is Max Iridium or Skull Cavern runs. But at that point, you have to have so many extra buffs or so many extra of your other food buffs to be constantly able to switch in and out of it. Because, again, the magnetism buff is actually really bad to just generically have compared to luck move speed. Like, I've ranted about food buffs before. Not even that many days ago. But it's like literally the only good food buffs in the game are luck, speed, and fishing. Like, all the other food buffs are basically a complete joke. In 99.9% of cases. There are very niche usage for some of them. And when I say very niche, I mean like one use out of like 1,000. Like if you are a casual player, there would be no need to use any other food buff other than luck, move speed, and fishing. Actually, I should say there's no practical use of using anything other than those three. The rest are just garbage and have no use. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're using quality fertilizer to get iridium quality ancient fruit, you're either very lazy and just don't want to do kegs, or you should just be doing kegs because you would make more money. Alright, fuck this run. I literally was like just resetting, and it like I was literally resetting for 7 minutes and I didn't get a single jade. Like, hello? Like, that is beyond awful. I have to go to the bathroom anyways. Like, holy shit. Like, literally a waste of 10 minutes because I could not get a single jade. Yeah, I know. You can, yeah, but it's like, I have to argue it in the sense of being optimal. Otherwise, there's no point of arguing anything in the game because the conversation will come down to, oh, it's a single player game. Okay. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, grow flowers all you want, but if that's true, then you're not allowed to complain about anything as a casual player. So anybody who says, oh, prismatic shards are too rare, or, oh, I wish energy wasn't so bad early game, any of these, like, complaints, they're invalid because, oh, it's a single player game. Because I can tell you how to fix those. Like, there's very easy ways to get prismatic shards. There's very easy ways to make energy a non-hassle in the early game. But no, it's a single player game, so I can't tell you how to play optimally. So therefore, you can't complain about playing unoptimally. Otherwise, that's just, hypocritical. It is what it is. I'm in the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, play how you want. It is a single player game. But I can say objective truths about the game, even whether you want to believe them or not. That's why I say from an optimal standpoint, or from a mid-max standpoint, to a lot of things that I say. And again, casually speaking, like, a lot of the things are useless. It's like, casually, would you use hoppers in this game? They're expensive. They don't work like the Minecraft ones do because people think they will. And then you use them once and realize it's not the Minecraft hopper and then never use it again, so it's useless, even casually speaking. It's the same thing with the mining buffs, Oh boy, I use less energy per pickaxe swing, which is, I think it's minus 0.1 energy per swing per level. And you're slightly more likely to find coal from gray rock specifically. I think that's all the mining buff does. Let me double check that. It literally doesn't even say it on the wiki page. It like, your actual mining level just does not fucking matter. I don't think it changes ore amount. I don't think it does either. That's your I mean, I think well, no, but you can't even use. I mean, like your actual level affects what spawns in the core again. Some of the maps. Wait, let me bring up Blade's predictor. If he has a setting for mining level, then it would probably slightly change it. I need to bring up his predictor anyways. He does have mining skill, but I don't know what it does. File, upload, save. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So this is what mining level does. So it, like, you can see, let's do a bigger floor. You can actually see it. So as I raise my mining level, you'll see more geodes and more like coal and these random pieces of ore from rocks spawn. These aren't actually like ores. These are like when you break a rock and you get like a random piece of copper, like these odds go up. But it's like you can get like a max of like probably 15. So it's like, look at the difference between like level 10, which is like the default max, and it's like, oh boy, we saw one geode here. I don't even think there was a change there that I saw. But we got one extra piece of copper ore right there, which this is not affected by the miner perk, by the way. All right, like it does nothing realistically. Like there's essentially no difference. It's just a useless perk. There's a J left side on day 11 here. Oh man. There's good Jades on day 11, but not good day 10, because this can spawn, this can spawn. This can spawn. There's no Jades on here. Better. Yeah, day 11 is superior for Jades by a long shot. Interesting, good to know. Is it so much better that I should probably just skip day 10 even if it's a good luck day? Because it's like, this double spawn right here is kind of crazy, and then you have a nice one right here. You also have an extra. Interesting. Okay. was honestly no real reason for me to like fully reset that run, but I was just so frustrated with the Jade because I was literally resetting it for what, like 6-7 minutes? Like, come on. Like, that's absurdly unlucky, even if I wasn't able to get it from barrels. Like, the fact that I just did not see a Jade node is crazy. I mean, it wasn't just the Jade node, it was also the fact that, like, I would have had to spawn in, like, 2,000 to 3,000 gold because of how terrible money was. Like, the mines itself, outside of how fast I got, the iron specifically. I don't know what happened there or why I got a Windows notification, but okay, Windows 11, thank you for being absolutely garbage. Like, yeah, like the mines itself was just one of the worst, like, mines. I mean, it wasn't even terrible in terms of, like, the pace wasn't bad and the resources weren't bad. It's just money was so abysmal. I basically only got ores and no gems. Double silver. Did not roll up. I don't know why this farmer reminds me of a character, but I just, like, I can't put a name on the character who it reminds me of. Practice. I'm not resetting for books yet. Hell, I'm not even restarting for Garden Bundle yet. Make too many mistakes for that. Yeah, I see. Worst part about an early fairy is the fact that we're likely just gonna see more. Yep. It will always rain day 3, and it can never rain on days 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 4, 5. Used to be able to rain on day 5, but at one point, it was changed where it can't rain on day 5. There's also a bug in the game due to the change that starting in year 2, it will always rain spring 4th no matter what. They're actually guaranteed a rain day in spring now. Every year. But Kent joins the forever raining on birthday squad along with Alex that always rains summer 13th. Which is kind of humorous because he is the outdoorsy guy in the game. Sports ball, woo! 2 early leaks is interesting. I mean, I'm sure I've made plenty of farms that had like 2 early leaks on it. It's just 2 early leaks that are, you know, on the right side of the farm that I can see early. Compared to just 2 early leaks that spawn on the left side right away. The difference. Because there's much more spawning area on the left side. No, it's the same thing. Like, how many of these runs probably actually had the correct book? It just doesn't have the other stuff. You just don't see it, so you don't know. How long am I streaming? I don't really know. Probably not for as long as I should, because to be quite honest, I'm really unfocused in general today. Or, like, I really should have reset that last run. It's not like I've ever like streamed a consistent amount of hours. I just generally stream until I don't feel like streaming anymore. There's no point of streaming if I'm not having fun or I'm interested in it. I kind of like, I don't know, the J, like, I was already unfocused at the start of stream, which was fine. I kind of started to lock in for the mines, but then literally resetting 7 minutes for a Jade in the mines, like, sapped everything out of me. It's like, come on. Why did I have to reset for 7 minutes to not even see a fucking Jade? That's criminal. Currently I have mods installed, but they're the cheats mods in case if I need to fix something. I'm trying to not use them in general. But I have mods installed because of practicing. Less so than actually gameplay changes. Other than the CJB cheats menu that you hopefully will not see, I am not running with any other mods installed. Everything else you see me do is just vanilla. Because ideally, I don't have to bring up the CJB cheats menu. Because that means I didn't make any mistakes. But I have to bring up the menu. Because I did a boo-boo. I do need to somewhat start thinking about how I want to organize my inventories a bit better, because that starts from the beginning. I think how I have my organized inventory up until Ginger Island is generally fine, but on Ginger Island, I feel like I definitely need to be slightly better. Actually, I guess I don't need to add that yet. I was gonna add money because I didn't see any forage, but then I realized I saw a dandelion up here and I could just get a bunch of daffodils in town and then it won't matter. Annoying. This Linus isn't destroying my leek this time. No horseradish though. Fine. Wish I got a leek up north otherwise. I would be in hot water trying to get a leek. My cutscene feel like it took longer than normal. Posture check. Just the camera angle. Like this would be my posture. This would be better posture. That's not even true. It's not the full best. This would be best posture. This is whatever. Green bean, potato, kale. Why not get everything? Spring onions are just awful. Green bean, potato. They are, like, let's read it this way. They are 13 energy, so they're the equivalent of 6 extra swings in the mines. Where parsnips are double that. So why would when I already have more than enough food because of the fact that I'll have 40 parsnips, why would I want to eat something that basically takes twice as long to eat to get the same amount of energy? So the answer to not picking up all the spring onions is because it's a waste of time. I need to get 2 because I will probably need 1 for the community center, and then I need 1 to ship. I do not need more than 2 for the rest of the run, because energy is not a concern for me in this run. Because I will be getting sprinklers on the 13th, and every crop that I planted will grow by the end of the season without me having to water them if I have them under sprinklers by the 13th. So there is no point of watering them. I just get them down early so they're not in my inventory. Never have. That's a false belief. Very fitting song that came on through Spotify. I thought I had in-game music on for a second when I heard it. Good luck. The only bad part about doing runs like this is the fact that right now this run actually got past the 1 in 21 chance without me having to you know, cheat. So it's like if this run manages to have books, it technically would have been a viable run. But it's just like I have Smappy odds, so it could never count. Which is like the sad part, but you know, the odds that the books work out are not high, but it is still something that you just think about. I mean, the time-consuming part is literally just the resets. The odds that I actually get a run with all the RNG I need is basically if I were to stream 6 days a week for like doing 4 to 5 hours of attempts, it would take me about 2 weeks to get past the 3-hour mark on average due to the RNG, even if I played every run perfectly. But I obviously don't play every run perfectly, so I lose a few here or there. Because it's a 1 in 21 chance to even get past the first 10 minutes of the run, and then that doesn't mean I have good books, which is even lower odds, and that reset doesn't come until 3 hours in. So essentially, I have to reset for a 1 in 21 chance, which normally takes around 2 hours. And then after that, basically that's the last run I get to do on the stream because of, you know, generally to do 2 attempts, I would have to stream for, like, if I got 2 instant attempts at a 1 in 21 chance, I would have to go for literally 8 hours essentially on average, which I'm just not going to stream. So it's like normally 1 real attempt per day. And this run would actually be the real attempt on the day because, again, I got the garden bundle and the golden crop. Steamer. I think we get magnet ring on 20. With Iron Dirk. But yeah. But if you don't count the actual resets and you're just talking about perfection, technically speaking, what's the individual part that takes the longest? I mean, there's things that are just like mixed together though. It's probably either monster eradication goals just because of the sheer number of them and the sheer amount of monsters you have to kill from a numeric standpoint, or cooking, because cooking's not just cooking. You technically have to include friendship in that because you need to get a majority of the friendship to certain levels for all the cooking recipes. So it's like I can't say friendship because cooking is friendship and cooking. While the cooking part doesn't actually take that long, it's just the friendship that takes time. And I guess money, but it's like I don't want to say money at the same time because money is just like gathered while I'm doing everything. So it's kind of just like, other than the beginning, I don't really focus too much on it. But the reason I focus on it in the beginning is because I need so much money for books. When are you planning to start rail runs? Probably not until mid-December. Because, like, here's realistically the timeline. I keep doing this for, like, basically the rest of the month because I've only been practicing early game. I still have to practice mid and late game and actually, like, kind of reroute late game because of inventory management. I'm going to be leaving for my parents mid-December for, at some point, mid-December, to, you know, just visit them for the holidays. And then it'll probably take me a few days after that to, like, fully wrap things up. So, yeah, likely not until, like, the 2nd or 3rd week of December. We are getting a baking stream this year. We should. I think both me and my sister are home during those days. I will actually not even, I don't even think I'm gonna bring my hard drive. Like, I'm not going home for long. It's like 2 or 3 days. It's literally just not even worth bringing the hard drive. And then not to mention all the actual setup. I mean, soon if you count in a month soon. Another glow ring. I don't think there's anything else. I know that TFT is getting it's in PB right now, but I don't think I'm going to participate in Box's boot camp because that would literally be a 2 weeks detour, which is just awful timing for me when I just started learning this or relearning this. And then I don't know what the timeline for mid-offs is going to be. I'd like to get into season 3 of mid-offs, but we'll see. But if it's the same timeline as last time, it should be like 3 months from now, which would be fine timing. We'd probably use a week-long break from Perfection at that point. No forest sword this time. It's just under 16 hours. It's like a 15:57 or something. I forget what it is. I just realized I have 150 copper ore. That's pretty banging. This is like whatever though. You know, like, how much HP do you have? after sub 15. I mean, we'll see. I would like to do more Minecraft speedruns, but I really just have to not play the game. Otherwise, arguably, I would be too good for mid-offs with how I generally hyper-focus on games. Saying that without a coach and literally just doing it by myself, it literally took me less than a week to get a sub 20. Well, there's no confirmation about it. I got my name out there for the last mid-offs, but it was a little bit late. But I have an image of the DM saying that, or basically Tubbo thanking the person who DM'd him basically for me, saying thank you for the good suggestion for for the next mid-off. So there's a chance, essentially speaking. So I have no idea, but and it's like if I don't get it mid-off season 3, I'm just gonna, you know, learn Minecraft. Like I'm already not like I already want to learn to speedrun Minecraft. Like right now I would like to be playing it as well, but for the sake of mid-offs, I'm willing to not play it for like 3 months. But if I don't get into season 3, I'm just, you know, I just don't care about getting into mid-offs anymore. Oh wait, 3 months, not 6, potentially even more. Thanks for good luck. You know, I need 205 copper in total, and I have 188. Normally, like, I end this day with like 160, and I'm pretty happy. This is like I'm full autopilot right now, and besides like pace actually being bad, I mean, I can cope and say I have a ridiculous amount of copper and just do that. I have plans for Thanksgiving. I'm going to my aunt's. We did it last year too. My sister's going home for Thanksgiving, but I'm not because somebody needs to watch the baby girl. So essentially, I'm going home, or my sister's going home for Thanksgiving, and I'm going home for Christmas. Even though I'm not even, like, going home for Christmas. Like, I'm just going home for, like, 2 or 3 days and then coming back middle of December. I'm just not looking forward to the flight because I just don't like traveling. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. Speaking of which, I think I have to drive my sister to the airport tomorrow morning. It's like early though. It sucks. I think it's tomorrow. There's no way she's flying in on Wednesday. Nope, it's Wednesday. Cool. I just have to go on the 11th. I don't care about the daily luck. Like, come on. Like, I literally saw what the fucking barrels look like. And even if it's a bad luck day, I'm so much more likely to get... I'm so much more likely to get a Jade even if it's a bad luck day. Like, it's not even funny. Black Friday sales are kind of just like fake nowadays because everything's online, I feel like. But to be fair, I've never been a Black Friday shopper, so I've honestly kind of always hated Black Friday shopping because we'd go to the mall, and I hate the mall during Christmas time, especially. The Mariah Carey song. Fuck that song. I don't want to hear it ever again. It honestly gives fucking flashbacks. I don't need to hear it on loop for the 17th time on the fucking loudspeakers of a fucking shopping mall. Is this the Jade? Yeah. I gotta think of... I gotta think of Christmas presents. I mean... I don't know how much about actually thinking. Because normally we just do Amazon lists. Especially since we're traveling. But I think it would be really funny because my dad's like a space nerd. So I think it would be really funny to use, I mean, it's free though, whatever. I mean, it's a part of whatever gift. To use Mark Rober's like picture satellite, you know? And get a picture of that. I think that would be fun. I don't think that's like... I think that's like they just launched it like relatively recently. I think that would be fun. I always just randomly also get like on YouTube Shorts just like random science nerd gifts that you could recommend, and it's like any of those would also be kind of cool because he has a bunch of like desk trinkets that he has. My mom's is always like some shopping list because she wants like, she generally just wants like pajamas or like something like that for the most part, which, you know, easier to know what they exactly want and whatever size so you don't actually have to remember it. Full's gonna be an issue this run, I can already tell. Also, money is gonna be an issue. Because it is a bad luck day. I kind of was hoping, like, the bad luck day wouldn't matter that much. And it hasn't for the most part. Like, I'm still getting a decent amount of barrels. But I'm just not getting the right barrels. Is dagger better than the rusty sword? This dagger is arguably better than the steel broadsword that you would get on floor 20, so yes. Well, at least for me. I wouldn't recommend it casually. For speedruns, yes. I mean, it has higher DPS as long as you can mash fast enough. The only issue is when you get hoarded like this. It's annoying for HP, especially when you get slowed. But you can't do that with a sword. I just completely lovely. I love getting 1 in 3'd every single time I get hit by a fucking slime. Actually, just a 1 in 3 chance, and I got slowed by a slime literally 4 times in a row now. 1 in 3, 4 times in a row. And I just can't move. It's so stupid. And then we have these fucks. I'm gonna get slowed again. Oh, I didn't get slowed. Crazy. It's a miracle I didn't get slowed 5 times in a row. Oh, finally, after fucking actually an hour of fucking resetting mines 41 today, I got my first Jade. If you include last run, I've reset floor 40 for like almost a full hour, and this is the first Jade I've gotten. That's actually just beyond criminal. I'm gonna have health issues here. But trust me, the Rusty Sword hits for the same amount of damage as this dagger, but I'm literally hitting at like triple, if not quadruple the rate as the Rusty Sword. The Rusty Sword is far superior, the Iron Dirk is far superior than the Rusty Sword, but I mean, there's an argument with Steel Broadsword, especially versus, the fact that I generally lose more HP with a dagger. That said, I do remix mines for higher chances of clubs because clubs are by far the best weapon type in the game. So even if I have to deal with a dagger on some runs, it is far worth it just for the chance of getting a club. And or magnet ring on floor 20, so I didn't have the chance to even get a steel broadsword. So my choices of weapons this run was rusty sword or iron dirk, and I'll take iron dirk 10 out of 10 times. I can't pick that up. I do not have inventory room. Yeah, but arguably health is a skill issue. And honestly, it was mainly just that slime floor that I just lost all my HP on because I just stopped caring. I also got slowed 4 times in a row, essentially, which basically killed my entire HP bar because I just cannot move. And then I'm just getting hit constantly. But it's like, if I'm only killing dust sprites, it's like, fine. Generally, I can position myself well enough where I don't take that much damage. I actually have all the iron I need. So the issue is I'm going to, well, I mean, I should probably do the math on. So I need 24, 29 plus 12. I have enough. We're just gonna spawn in money then. Not much I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Our money was just garbage these runs today. Sometimes this forward step kills you. The issue is every time you use a weapon, you move forward slightly. And because I'm spamming the daggers so fast, I can actually show you this. I'm not going to press any movement keys here. I'm moving forward. I'm literally not pressing any movement keys when I'm using the dagger. I'm just attacking so fast that the slight movement increase is actually making me lunge far enough forward. That's why I move forward when using the dagger. I mean, you do the same thing with a sword as well, but you just don't attack as fast with a sword, so you don't notice it as much. So just so we all know, I need about 5,500 gold for this run to be able to continue in a legit run. Crazy. You can use the Y key. I'm sorry. Okay, so for text boxes, it's Y. You can also press escape to decline most text boxes. To skip cutscenes, you can press F on your keyboard, but actually it's whatever your default journal button is. As for skipping night events, like level ups, you can spam escape or E. Escape and E are generally the ways how you decline text boxes. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you just have to left click. You don't get to choose. Yeah, you can't skip the perk with E or escape. You just can't. Like, you can spam it, and whenever you get the... Okay, apparently I'm an idiot and I wasn't supposed to chop down as much as I did. I'm gonna redo this day. I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah, it's literally just me. It's just being fast. Like, the perk always shows up on the exact same side. So I know which side it's gonna be, and I know what days I level up. So I just auto. Like, I just move my mouse to, like, the spot that I know it's about to show up in. And then I can just spam click. Like, Tiller's always on the right side. Artisan's always on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not really confirming the level ups though, so you're just exiting the menu. Is energy like really that big of an issue on this day? I gotta figure out energy on this day. That's why I keep redoing it. So for legit runs, you're just expected to find more gems? Yeah. I basically had nothing compared to the runs that I normally have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I won't clear the bottom this day then. Man, that works. I gotta get in the habit. I always want to instantly leave, but I need to talk to Gus and the children. Okay, this isn't bad so far. So I prioritize the pathway. And then we can clear the south area in summer here, because I do have a little bit of time in summer. Like there, I got the tiller perk, and I just had my mouse over there, and I was just spam left clicking. One, two, three, 6, 7. Oh, how fun. Are they antagonizing you, baby girl? It's a very hard life, apparently. If you didn't overhear my sister, apparently the workers out there working on the apartment next door were barking. And it was riling her up, so she needed to start barking. No tomato. And where artisan rare. That'd be 93. Yeah, that's so tough. She really does. Where am I missing? No. I'm probably just gonna go to the end of year 1 for this stream, and then we'll start this tomorrow. Or not restart, but like continue where we left off tomorrow. Because I am starting to get the numbers down. Seven, 9. The biggest hurdle with relearning early game is always like trying to remember all the numbers. Cause like I had that blueberry count pretty instantly. Seven, 9. Probably not gonna get rain on the 12th here. Oh, I'm sorry, where's 11th? Because it can't. Can't really figure out RNG until year 2. Okay, we gotta buy a thing today. When I say thing, I specifically mean rare seed. So we'll try to pick up as much moss as we can on the way down since we can keep it. Normally it kind of sucks picking up moss on the way down here because you don't get to keep it because you generally day reset when you go to the part, but since I'm not day resetting, may as well pick up some moss. Assortment of items. Not having magnet ring and collecting moss early just sucks, but what can you do? I should pick this up. It's actually pretty worth trying to make sure I pick up every type of tree seed that I see. Like, sure, I need a few later, but the actual important part is sometimes you need 10 for the bundles. And then on top of that, each mystic tree seed is 5 of each. Right? So getting a stockpile early here is actually very beneficial. Because it would be much better if I was able to make like 7 or 8 mystic trees instead of the 5 that I gone for the previous run. Because then I can get treasure totems done earlier, which is better. Also, since tree fertilizer doesn't make them grow to the next stage instantly each day, I can get 5 online faster on average because there's more chances. Maybe if I need a rare seed, I should probably wait until the 28th harvest because I can get it then. And then on top of that, green rain would have been guaranteed to show up, so I should on average see more moss on the travel down. Yeah, I guess that's a slight adjustment I can make. We'll probably yield a few extra. On average. Surely I'm not forgetting anything. Clueless. I don't know why my inventory is not as full as it normally should be. Yeah, I have extra room for an extra potato and iron. Oh. He was indeed missing something. Don't need corn. Canter sucks, spare Steve. Chef, oh, we got, whatever, it's fine. Geologist, Adventure, Default 3, and then we got Masterfish. Fun, oh fun. We got both of the bad ones. Okay, Truffle's not bad, but like Rabbit's Foot is awful. Truffle is the best of the 3 animal products you could get. Rabbit's Foot is worse, and then Duck Feather's the in-between. No corn. It would just be time loss. I actually had to get Rabbit's Foot in my PB, so it's not even that bad. Like if I don't get Rabbit's Foot, it's actually a time save in my PB. Oh. You're forgetting. 112. Nah, it's not. I mean, like, you can get the... I mean, if you get lucky enough getting the Rabbit's Foot while getting the books, then sure. I guess we do it after, but I just don't kill enough serpents to consistently get it from it. Like, it's fine. It's not a huge deal because I will have the Lux Coop by the point in time that I need it by. It's just I have to go out of my way to manually, you know, do the thing, which is the issue. I have to, like, because I'm not gonna do all the rabbits that early because I can't switch my perk, right? So because I can't I can't switch my perk yet, like I don't want to do all the rabbits for friendship yet, so I literally have to go out of my way to do one rabbit, get a Rabbit's Foot for the community center, and then just, like, you know, not touch it. So it's like, you know, it's the ending of community center runs essentially. And you know how rabbits can be sometimes. It just takes much longer than you would like to deal with it. Where the Duck Feather is slightly less annoying because it produces more often, and then you don't actually have to worry about the truffle because the pig don't give a damn about friendship points, so you can literally just leave it be as soon as you buy it. And by that point in time, money means nothing to me, so the truffle is literally just another item that I just have to go out of my way to Marnie's for to get, essentially, and then wait a few days. The truffle is, like, by far the best of the 3. Where the other 2, I actually have to, you know, take care of it. To the street. Yeah, the friendship with a pig, pigs only matter if you want more than one truffle, which I just don't realistically need. I would, but I was ranting about something and completely forgot to get the broccoli from the tickets, which, by the way, I just forgot to plant because it wasn't right in my inventory. And I'm just on autopilot right now, so I just completely forgot. Why are we sobbing? I'm literally just, I was like on autopilot trying to do that rant, and I just forgot to do the tech. Yeah, it happens, but I actually technically because I was yapping, I saved time. Because going out of my way to do the tech is actually slower, but it's consistent, is the difference. So technically, I saved time because of yapping. That said, I lost the time back because I forgot to plant it right away, but ignore the minor details. No one cares about those. Definitely in a more active run, I would be more locked in, which is kind of bad to not be locked in for practice, but wonder if I have enough time to do this. Because this is the day that I should go to the beach on, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I forgot to smelt the iron. Oopsie. I was thinking ahead. Oh, I cannot type. Ignore the blunder. This is why we practice. I should really note down some of these seeds that I actually get the things on, because I realistically should do practice on non-modded, because of the slight variation differences between the versions of Smappy and non-Smappy, as well as I would like to actually see what I'm losing time to, because like I'm looking at this, I'm like at the hour and 17-minute mark. I'm pretty sure I'm like in winter already in my PB. And it's like, I wouldn't say this run has been... like, I lost a few minutes because of the resets during spring, but it's like, I paused the timer, so it shouldn't have been as bad. But I just like to see what I'm losing time to. And actually run against splits, you know? I guess I should probably be starting at Clint's today. Doing at Clint's would be more optimal. The reason we get the fishing rod, by the way, is to get that cutscene from Willy, so we're fishing level 1 right now. So when we fish in year 2, we're already a level ahead. Is the thought process. I'm not coping right now. I will say good news. I actually am almost done with the perfection video now. I did actually work on it yesterday, surprisingly. I wanted to finish it yesterday, but I just couldn't. We'll probably make the thumbnail on stream in a stream or two, just because it's funny. I don't exactly know what I want to do for the thumbnail yet, though. We'll get a YouTube Hobbs video in this economy. I honestly need the ad money, so yes, I need to get it out sooner than later, especially before the end of the year where the ad rates are high. Bye, bye, bye.
You need the extra holiday spending cash to be able to afford gifts. Smile. And also the new healthcare insurance costs because thanks Obama. I shouldn't say something like that. We try not to keep it political, even if it's a joke. But it's still also real. Want to see raccoons? I low-key should just... I'm pretty sure I redid the raccoon run, did I? I would have to check. Most I've ever related. I mean, yeah, it's just a relatable thing. I'm not gonna get into the actual economic situation. That is something I'm not educated on. I just know prices went up. Crazy that I saw that peach, by the way. I thought I was gonna have to spawn something in. Okay, to be fair, here, like, the perfection video is gonna come out, and then the plan after that is to immediately get the CC video out, and then I'll probably either do... I'll probably do the sheep video, most money in 24 hours, because I think that's my next best video. And then we might do alphabet. I'm hesitant about doing the 1.6 one because it was kind of a mess, and the ending was like weird because I realized something that I should have realized earlier. We could do the redo the raccoon speed run. Oh, I forgot the... Oh, I'm like 3 days early. I'm fucking pure autopiloting right now. Holy fuck. What happens? I'm unfocused. I should just stop. Let me actually do this right real quick. Okay, do the raccoons. The raccoon one I could redo, but I actually have a majority of that video already edited. So I'm less likely to redo that one, where I'm more likely to redo the A through Z video. Because the issue with the A to Z video is a lot of the, like, I tried to do it with only 1.6 items because, you know, like, it would be dumb. Because I did the A to Z with every item in the game, and I rolled the wheel and I didn't get a new 1.6 item. And people just want to see the new 1.6 items, right? Like, let's be real. People just want to see the new 1.6 items, which is fair. The issue is a lot of the 1.6 items are literally just unlock the mastery room because, you know, that was the new stuff that was added, and that's where a lot of the new stuff is. So it's literally like a 6-hour long run per item if I were to do it with a different save file every single time, right? And then it also comes down to the issue is there wasn't a letter added for every single every single letter of 1.6. So I had to use the age row of like some of the new fish, essentially, or the bait variant of it, right? Because bait is new. But, you know, bait starts with a B and age starts with an A. And I honestly didn't realize that, like, it was aged and then, like, son of Crimson Fish Row, you know? Because that used to not exist. So I could get away with using the new legendary fish row that you can get for some of the things, for like legend for L, S for oh, I guess I can leave early here. S for whatever, angler for A, right? But I mean, when I actually looked at the final thing, it said aged and then the fish roe. So the A was in front, so it wasn't as good. And that was the issue that I ended up having. You know. So it's like, if I were to redo it, it'd have to be different, but I need to do it in one save file, because doing it in multiple save files will literally take me longer than doing perfection. Because again, literally like 90% of the items added are locked behind the mastery room and or perfection, which is, you know, a long run that I don't want to do 26 times, even though there's not even 26 letters. I would have to find the list. Do I have the list? I would have to find it. I doubt it. Oh wait, no, I have 1.6 items. Oh yeah, I have the list. Can I open this? No. Oh yes, I can. So it's just like, here's A. There's actually quite a bit of A's, a few B's, C's, D, a few E's. Oh, also a lot of it is the portraits and just and weapons. But it's like, you know, this wouldn't be in here. Well, the aged row would not be here, but the glacier fish row would be. So it's like this wouldn't work and this wouldn't work. These would go under A. There's no N. Only one Q. And there's no X and Z. Yeah, a lot of the portraits were used. I guess the mistake was the fact that I didn't actually need to add the aged row, and I ended up rolling like 2 or 3 of them. So it's like, it looked real bad is the main reason. I guess I like didn't actually need these, because I thought it was Crimson Fished aged row and not aged Crimson Fish row, but I guess aged Crimson Fish row would make more sense. Also, if it's not obvious, I'm not gonna be doing any more. I'm unfocused right now. I want food and I'm ranting too much today. I'm not focused. It's not good practice. We'll continue this one specifically tomorrow because it's perfectly fine still. I just cannot right now. I'm going to ideally finish the video tonight. We'll make the thumbnail and probably post it during stream tomorrow. And then yeah, we'll be cruising. 'Cause I feel like a lot of the reason why I've been unproductive recently is because of just like my thought of, I need to finish this video, and then I end stream and then I don't work on the video, and then it's a never ending like cycle of misery. Bye. I just need to get it done, and then hopefully my mental will be better, because I must admit my mental has not been good the past week or so. Playing Stardew, editing Stardew. It is, but I know I need to do this, so it's eating away at me, even though I keep not doing it because I'm very good at procrastinating and just distracting myself. I'm like very good at that. Years of training in school. Oh boy, I love getting friend requests from a person that has no mutual friends and no mutual servers. And it's a Pepe the Frog in a space helmet. You know what? That's better than oh, to be fair, the account was made in 2019. It was probably hijacked, but
Normally they're like less than a month old. Normally they're from one of the emote servers that I'm in that I technically don't need anymore because I don't have turbo anymore. Reaction video for Black Friday. I mean, hopefully I can get it out by tomorrow, but we'll see how much I actually edit today. Hopefully we don't get the bad feedback loop. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna peace. I do appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you during the stream. I appreciate the support. I do hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. And I will be on tomorrow, whether or not the video is finished or not. And hopefully we can have some better progress. On that, I appreciate you guys watching. Yeah. Say goodbye, Hazel. I know, I can't let you out on the balcony, though. I said the B word. There's workers outside. They're gonna torment you and bark at you again while you bark back at them. She knows what the B word is. Anyways. Later. Bye-bye. Later. Peace.